I would like to introduce you to two search engines to find IoT devices that are connected to the internet. The two search engines are Binary Edge and Shodan. We can start with Shodan. Imagine that you want to search for printers, and you can do this just going to the website shodan.io. You must register to use the filters. Okay, so it's a free account, and now you just can search, for example, for saying that the country is Spain, ES, and we know that most printers do run on this port. Okay, so as you can see, just a quick search returned several results that we could connect. Or imagine that you don't know the port, but you want to search for something like a keyword related to a printer. As you can see, it does return less results. However, we do get some valuable information. Now, imagine if you explore a little more, we can even see that some of those printers to give us the status of the ink. So imagine that you know a specific target. Well, you could call the owner of the printer, okay, as you can see over here, saying that the ink is low and that you need them to open an email, for example, and then they probably would open, okay, because you have this sensitive kind of information that the ink is low. It's some information that mostly only an engineer or someone related to the company will have. Now, besides printers, you can also search for sensitive terms. Imagine that you want to search for accounts. Oops. Country related to Spain, and we are searching for a specific word of accounts, okay? So if we go search a little more, you can see that we are getting information about private services. Okay. Then it will be just a question of exploring what's possible. And even some serial machines, they do have shared folders enabled, meaning that we could just mount the folder and connect directly to it, because even the authentication is not enabled. So it will be just a question of mounting the folder over here on my computer, and probably I will just be able to access and browse the files. Okay, so besides this kind of service, imagine that you also want to search for a computer that has remote desktop available. We can change the country. This time we'll go to France. We'll search for RDP, okay? Remote Desktop Protocol for Windows. As you can see, really easy, some results, okay, not lots of them, but you can even see the print screen of a computer, and this alone, it gives us like really sensitive information. And probably if you try to connect to them, I mean, in some cases it won't even ask you for a password. Okay, as you can see, lots of results that can be easily accessed over the internet. Okay, also imagine that you want to search for a backup. Well, we know that Mac computers use Time Machine. But if I search for Time Machine, there you go. As you can see, some disk with an available Time Machine that probably we just can access and have access to the information. Okay. So as you can see, it's not really hard to find computers, IoT devices that are connected online that we can access. Nevertheless, and since the goal of this course is to fetch sensitive information, I'm not going to start to try to get more information about a specific host, because also in fact those hosts, they do not belong to me, so I don't feel comfortable trying to get more information about them because they are public but they don't belong to me. So I think it's fair. And now just one more website that might call to your attention, since we have seen so many public IoT devices. It's this one. Okay, so this is a public list of cameras that are publicly available. Okay, and as you can see, you just can search for it. It's really easy. Now imagine that you know that someone has a camera like this one, and you can maybe find it online, and you can even see when the subject uh, goes away from home and gather other sensitive information like his or her schedule.